Hello, welcome back to, of course, Reading Time with Ken, where I shook my camera, where I read every day, of course. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. We're doing If You Were. Today, If You Were an apostrophe. Last time, if you're watching every week, of course, last time was If You Were an adverb. Next time will be If You Were a preposition. These are great books, but I also read from any books. I've also read Curious George or Dora the Explorer, so please watch those reading books I have on my channel. So it's called Reading Time with Ken. Watch the different reading books, depends on your kid's level or your age. Before I start, don't forget to subscribe and like, and hopefully you're enjoying these videos. So today, if you are an apostrophe, wow, I mentioned in the last video, this will be a little difficult for you. Here's some examples on the back here. If you're an apostrophe, what could you be? If you're an apostrophe, you would show belonging, of course. You could show a fox's tail, that's an apostrophe there, foxes, a gray wolf's teeth, yes, or a camper's bag of treats. What else could you do if you were an apostrophe? Yeah, if you were an apostrophe, what could you do? This is a great book. By the way, these are Cub Scouts. You'll see them a lot in the boy book. I mentioned in another video, if you watch my hobby videos, where I was in Cub Scouts, Webelos, Boy Scouts. I was in scouting for over 12 years, from 6 years old to 18 years old. So maybe this will remind me, this book remind me a lot of when I used to camp out. As a matter of fact, I lived in the mountains in Arkansas one time for 4 months teaching scouting to other people. Every week the scouts would come in and I would stay there, living in the woods and getting our own food and supplies. Okay, if you were an apostrophe, what could you do? What would you be? Let's see, if you're an apostrophe, you could, you could be the Parks picnic table. Yes, that's an apostrophe. The Parks picnic table. Or Chad's tent. So this is his tent, Chad's tent. Or, here we go, or the Scouts campfire. Here, this is a good point. Chad's tent, this is after, so this is singular. If this is before the S, Scouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 4 Scouts. This is the Scouts campfire, so before has the S. Let's see here. Another explanation. If you were an apostrophe, you would show belonging, of course. You would show that something you would show that something, sorry, I can't read backwards. Something belongs to a noun, yes. You would show that something belongs to a noun. A noun is a word that names a person, place, or thing. Yeah, we had it if you were a noun one. We also had, I think, if you were a plural noun, right? Here we have, yes, plural word, and we have a period noun. Yeah, noun. Here we go, noun. We have nouns. We also have proper nouns. Okay, so let's see. So, for example, here, a mosquito's buzzing bothers a scout on the park's woody trail. So, mosquitoes buzzing. And like he's bothered. Bothers on the park's woody trail. So, this woody trail is owned by the park. The boy's loud swat. Swat, that's a swat. The boy's loud swat scares the mosquitoes away. Yes, he hits his arm, but he misses the mosquito. But it scares him away from the loud sound. Yeah, I used to hate mosquitoes when I was a scout. I think the 2 most important things to have when you're scouting, they always say in scouting, be prepared. 2 most important things is some rain protection, because it rained all the time in Tennessee where I was, and some kind of mosquito protection. They say sun protection, but sun protection is more for the beach. In the trees and stuff, you need bug protection. So either from mosquitoes or ticks or chiggers, which I'll let you look those up. What are ticks and chiggers? They're similar, but they're very annoying. Okay, that's why we have to have long pants. It will help with the ticks and the chiggers. If you were an apostrophe, you could show that something belongs to more than one person, place, or thing. This is a great one. For example, the wolf's teeth glow white in the moonlight. Yeah, you can see they're glowing white in the moonlight. Wolves, this is plural, and that's why I said if it's plural, the apostrophe is after the S. So wolves, both of their teeth. So, and here, the owls, again before the S, the owls hoot, echo throughout, yes, throughout the park. Yes, so hoots is how they owl. Hoo, hoo, hoo. That would be a hoot. Yes. And here, raccoon. This is a raccoon. A raccoon steals the scout's bag of treats. Yes, the scout's plural bag of treats. When I was a scout, they always trained us you have to tie your treats in the tree. tie them high from the tree so you don't get animals like bears or things wandering in, or raccoons. But so, of course, some animals can climb the trees. So let's see, here we go. If you were an apostrophe, you would appear in a contraction. A contraction is a word made by joining two words and leaving out a letter or letters. If you were an apostrophe, you would take the place of the missing letter or letters. We'll explain later what that means, but yes, there'll be some examples later of an incorrect apostrophe. So here we go. A moose does not mind swimming. It doesn't mind swimming on a sunny afternoon. Yeah, does not, doesn't. You can see the O is missing here, so where the O is should be where the apostrophe is. Not does apostrophe nt, no. So the missing letters where the apostrophe belongs. And I should mention while we're here, does not is best in English when written. If you're going to write, always write like this. Don't write with contractions. If you're going to speak, always speak like this. So I never say, oh, this food does not taste good. I would never say that. I would say, this food doesn't taste good. But if I wrote something down, like, oh, my coworker does not do his, my student does not do her homework every week. So I would write does not if it's written. Here we go. And by the way, I have an essay tip one that you can watch. So look up essay tips on my channel, and that's one of the 7 tips, 7 ways how to be a better essay writer. And one of them is avoid contractions when you're writing. In fact, it will dip and dive. It'll make a big splash. So it will dip and dive. I should say here. A moose does not mind swimming. It doesn't mind swimming on a sunny afternoon. Yeah, moose is swimming. And here, it's diving. In fact, it will dip and dive, dip and dive, dip and dive. It'll make a big splash. So it'll. Again, written is better and speaking is better. Let's see, page 10. Here we go. So don't forget to, if you were books to use at home, to repeat them with your kids and students. If you were an apostrophe, you would shorten a sentence. The loon, for example, singing. The loon would have enjoyed singing at a quiet. The loon would have enjoyed singing to a quiet crowd. So we shorten that. The loon would have enjoyed singing to a quiet crowd. Of course, would have. So it makes the sentence shorter. That's why in conversation this sounds better. This is it would have. We say it would have. Of course, you want to add emphasis, you might want to say would have. So if you want to add more emphasis, but if you want to shorten the sentence, would have, it sounds natural. Let's see, here we go. If you're an apostrophe, you would make a contraction incorrectly. If you're an apostrophe, you might make a contraction incorrectly. You might try to sit between the two words. Yeah, that's a common mistake for kids, so be careful. Incorrect. The sunfish shouldn't jump and splash so loudly. You can see shouldn't, should and not. Some people, English students, might put the apostrophe between the two words, which is not where it belongs. You'll see here. This would be correct. If you were an apostrophe, you would belong where the letters are missing. So again, letters are missing. Correct is the sunfish shouldn't jump and splash so loudly. Yes, shouldn't. There's no O here, so that's where the apostrophe belongs. Here, it does not belong between the words. Okay. Let's see. So we've almost finished, so please stay till the end. And here we go. If you were an apostrophe, you would not show belonging for the pronoun. If you were an apostrophe, you would not show belonging for the pronoun. Its shows belonging. Its is a contraction for it is. It has. Yes, be careful. Yes, this is a common mistake in English, and even for native people. Its is belonging. There's no apostrophe. When you talk about your dog, hey, where's your dog eat? My dog eats from its bowl. From its bowl is, of course, this its. This it is or it has. You can see here examples. Red fox uses its long, bushy tail to keep its balance. Yes, its long, bushy tail, its balance. So, of course, no apostrophe for when we say something possessive. It is, or it has, is this one. It's the long bushy tail that helps the fox stay balanced. So it is the long bushy tail that helps the fox stay balanced. So of course this is a it is. You can see here, yes, the fox stay balanced. I said, yeah, I should have showed he's on the branch here. He's trying to stay balanced. So again, be careful, yes. It means possessive. It's calculator. It's pen. But if we want to say it is this one. It has. Okay, let's see, next. 2 herons, yes. If you were an apostrophe, you would make single letters plural. So you can make a single letter plural. This is 1 M, that's 2 M's. You can see here. 2 herons form M's as they fly their, as they lift their wings. Yes, M's with apostrophe S. Here we go. 3 lake trout make S's as they swish away. Yeah, S, make S's. 4 O's peek through the forest bush. You can see the O. O. By the way, what animal is this? Can you tell? Who's making the O's? You can see from the ears, maybe you can guess. Okay, let's see. So only 3 more pages. If you were an apostrophe, you would help tell the time. O'clock is short for of the clock. Yes, that's famous one. O'clock. To tell the truth, when I was a kid in America, I never knew that. I always knew o'clock, but I never knew that it meant of the clock. I might have thought of clock, but it sounded weird to me. 6 of clock. Even 6 of the clock sounds weird. But yes, you can see here, at 6 o'clock, a woodpecker hammers against a tree. Yeah, beep, 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 at 6 o'clock. I think it's going to be 6 in the morning. So, of course, he's watching him. And maybe they're annoyed because it woke them up. Here we go. At 11 o'clock, a duck floats atop the waves. Yeah, sorry, it was hard to read backwards. At 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, the duck floats above the waves. Yeah, this is 1 in the afternoon. And then here, nighttime. At 8 o'clock, 2 deers gaze at the campfire. Yeah, campfire. They're watching the campfire. So 2 deers gaze at. So, of course, remember, o'clock. These are of the clock. The missing letters are here, so we put the apostrophe there. Okay, now, page 20, last of the book. Here we go. You would be busy on the lake shore, showing belonging, standing in for letters, and telling time. Yes, of course, so showing belonging here. I think it says the scouts. The scouts bag of treat. Scouts, and showing belonging. And then here, signaling for letters. Yes, S's. The fish make this symbol S's. And here, telling time. At 8 o'clock, the deer gaze at the fire. If you were an apostrophe. Okay, thank you for watching again. Don't forget to stay along next week. Next week we're going to do if you were preposition. This is what I think we finished. Yes, here. Here's our poster here of all the 14 books in this If You Were series. Please buy them and use them at home. Here, if you want to pause the video and use it, called Picture Window Books. They're great books to tell grammar, especially to junior high students. If you're a teacher or a parent, they're great for you. Okay, so thanks again for watching. This was If You Are Apostrophe, of course. And subscribe here below. Watch some other Reading Time with Kent here and some other popular videos on our channel. And until next time, have a good day. See you tomorrow.